You got to do it then.
I don't remember it.
We're live.
Yay! Did they hear us?
They can hear us.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I already checked it. I heard you go da-da-da-da. Good afternoon, recovery.
Hello. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Ba-doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Hey, guys.
Hello.
How you doing?
Yeah.
You're weird. You're just strange.
All right, it's enough, Cricket. Stop.
Oh my goodness.
Whatever.
Got to keep it fun, right? Keep it fun.
What's up, everybody? We got Terry with us from the HELLFIGHTERS. He's come to talk to us about a couple things today. Andrea's here. Jess is here. Me, of course. How's everybody doing today?
Alexander.
Better now. I'm sitting for 5 or 15 or 2 hours.
Been busy today?
It's been crazy.
Been going
Been crazy.
nonstop.
Non-stop.
You just getting? Is it just like work and everything, or is it just getting ready for this weekend? What's
all
going
the
on?
above.
Or the
Just keep checking boxes.
yeah.
Everything. Church
That's right.
related, extra ministry stuff, new opportunities, birthdays.
It's fine.
The mama list at the house, which I'm failing on. Sorry, honey.
Aw.
But I'm trying.
He's working on it.
And my son building his house, going to be moving in. Hopefully Wednesday, we're going to start moving furniture in for his first home we ever bought. So
Oh,
congrats
Oh,
there
that's
to him.
amazing.
awesome.
Is this a buy and like renovate, or is this a ground up?
It's a complete renovate.
Okay, renovate.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I actually had a really good friend of mine that passed away, and he left it in his will at a discounted rate for my son to be able to have the house.
That's awesome.
Because he, it's just one of those people.
That's cool.
And I wish, I probably one day I will. I'll share a little bit of his testimony. He's passed on now, but I was struggling alcoholic for years, and then we slowly became friends, and he never had any idea that I was even involved in recovery. And like most, as you guys know, most of the people that I love the most are people in recovery.
Right.
Mhm.
Because we're real.
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
no question about where we're coming from. It's, we all have issues, as Pastor would say. And of course, he always jokes and says I have more than most. But anyway, it's just the way it is. Just the way it is. God knows who to accompany us with that we're going to partner with, kind of like our off-road event we're coming up with here too. So I'm looking forward to that.
That's awesome. Yeah. That's true. How was y'all's day?
My day was great. I took my niece to school, came back, and just messed around the house, cleaned, relaxed,
Yeah.
enjoyed a day off.
Hey. Yeah, because you
jealous.
just started back to work and everything.
Yeah.
So your schedule's been. I never know when to hit you up anymore because you're working like late nights and like your
Yeah.
schedule's wild.
I'm off Sundays and Mondays, so
Oh, that's good to know.
yeah.
Tell me about your schedule though when you go to work. How's that late night? That
Um,
schedule's crazy.
I'm not a morning person, as you know.
Yeah.
So
So, yeah,
I
so
like
this,
late night.
this is
yeah,
working for
this
you.
is more my area. Yeah.
Good for you. I'm proud of you, girl.
Has
Thank
it been
you.
tough being in that atmosphere, being in recovery?
No.
No, not at all.
No, I never struggle with alcohol.
Right.
It doesn't make me want to drink, and the kids are funny. I like it.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's
Yeah.
good. That's
It's
good.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's good. My day's going great. I mean, it's had some hiccups, but
We're
despite it
getting
all,
through.
As Andrew always says, tell us about it. What did you do?
Tell us more.
well,
No. Because
a
it's
few
work
hiccups.
related and we shouldn't be talking about it because we're like bringing work zone into our. We try not to we try not to bleed it all together because it's just too much of a mess.
I agree.
it's all good.
It's all good and we're gonna get
Yeah.
past it. Okay.
I kept a smile on my face the whole time, so
Are you sure?
that's hard sometimes too for me. I can get my head deep, man. I
Yeah.
can go so far in my head sometimes. So like,
It's hard to keep it all separated too. It really is.
Yeah.
It's harder than what people know to keep our work relationship separated, Valley Tries Above separated, friendship separated. People
Yeah.
don't realize what we have to
Yeah,
it's hard.
it definitely is. But like I said,
Go back and listen to yesterday's sermon at Impact. You'll hear all
that was a
about it.
good one.
Wasn't
That was a
it?
good one.
Was it good?
Yes.
Glad
What
I
was
made
it
it.
about?
About all the chaos of life, all the things that
Yeah.
we try to juggle in. We have all these tasks that we want to try to get accomplished. And at the end of the day, we've done nothing.
Yeah.
We've
Yeah.
touched every single piece, but
Yeah.
we've done nothing. And how that looks.
And we haven't checked any boxes. Is
Yeah.
what it said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, for us here here, I feel like we have a lot of responsibility in
You do.
general anyway,
You do.
because I mean, we operate like a couple different things here,
It's
and
nothing to jump from one thing to the other multiple times a day. So,
Yeah. Yeah, we have to keep everything in order and like in separate. Like I said, it's got to be separated. Like we have to reel it back in a lot multiple times throughout the day, like all of us do. And a lot of them have to look at me and be like, "Hey, wait a minute, whoa!" Like pause, like keep me in order and separate too, because it's hard, like to keep boss mode, friendship.
That's gotta be tough.
Sisterhood,
I get it.
everything. Like we have to keep it all
Oh,
separated.
I know, but it's so good. You know, one thing that happened yesterday, I guess the highlight of my day, and most people would think this is crazy, but one of the guys we attend church with came to me at the end. He goes, "Hey man, you're looking really good. You've lost a lot of weight." You know, I'd shaved my beard off. Of course, I joked and said that was 10,
I knew something was
10
different.
pounds
I
is gone,
knew
right?
something was different about you.
It's completely different.
Last weekend at church, he come out
They
of his
messed
trunk.
him all
I
up.
was like,
He
I
just
had to do like a triple take.
Yeah.
He was like, I know.
But he comes to me, he's like, "Hey man," he says, "Are you losing it the right way?" Most people get offended to it.
I know, right?
But I like give him a big hug. I'm like, "Dude, I love you so much for that."
Yeah.
I was telling the pastor about it. He's like, "Why would he ask you that?" I said, "It doesn't matter. I'm thankful that I've got that kind of people around me."
Like that kind of friend that would ask.
100%.
That
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
are you really?
And it was a serious look. It's kind of like, you doing all right? You know, one of those. Like, yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah,
But
that's beautiful.
so
I know for us here, the core beautiful thing about all of us is what it goes down to is we're family.
yeah.
So no
100%.
matter how mad we get at each other, how angry we get, we defriend each other, whatever happens to us, when it comes down to it, we are family.
Yeah,
and I'm going to be here for
absolutely.
you, and you're going to be here for me, no matter what. And that's the
Yeah.
bottom line.
That happened in morning announcements yesterday. Was you there when Pastor's wife was up on the stage and they were both kind of? You missed it.
You're not gonna believe it. I was a
It was
couple minutes
so
late.
funny. Yeah,
Not
but it
you.
made me
Not
smile.
me.
I mean, I turn around, I hear him coming in, I see his smile. I'm like,
Aw.
you know, because that's just me. I love it.
Walking in that church makes me smile. Like I said, it's
It's an energy.
I've never felt anything but welcome there. Like
Yeah.
every time I'm there, it's
I do
just-
too. When I walk, when we went up there, I mean, it's like
You'll
it's
be
a
back.
welcoming.
You'll be
Oh
back.
yeah,
And I understand
definitely.
you got your home church, but you'll be
Yeah,
back.
it's a welcoming
Everybody
thing
comes
for
back.
sure. For sure.
I love it.
I think with our home church, the reason why I'm just so capped there is because of our table time. We're in the Bible so deep.
Mhm.
I love that table time of just like this. We come around the table like this,
Mhm.
and we're in each scripture really deep now. And that's the level I'm at right now. So I took my girls with me this past Sunday to church yesterday, and my girls aren't there yet. So they're just like, "Mom,
Yeah.
really?
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, come on." You've come with me to
Yeah.
church. Some people aren't at that level yet. So they're just like, "Oh my gosh, this is so boring."
But
But
they
I'm
are
there-
retaining stuff. My
Yeah,
kids
I'm
used to be
sure.
that way too, but
I'm
there's
sure.
still little seeds that's going in there. You
I'm
come back
sure
some.
it is. Yeah.
So-
And for me, that's where the level I'm at is like, I want to know every little scripture, the word. I want to know what that word means. I want to know the different meaning of that word. Like that's where I am
Sure.
now, to where other people just may not be there yet.
To
you know?
rightfully divide the word of truth.
Yeah.
That's what we're
Yeah.
supposed to do.
So-
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bo said he saw you there.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
just saw-
But
just
it's
ran
so
into
many
him.
people. It's so
Shout
many
out, Bo.
people. Yeah, shout out. It's so many people there that it gets overwhelming because it's so many people.
Mhm.
Like you can't even like focus on which way to look. And the way the church is, it's Rileyville Baptist. The
Mhm.
way it's built, it's like a big U.
Mhm.
So you really don't even know where to go look at because you're like, oh my gosh, it's so many people. You know what I mean? Who's here? Y'all hear that?
I hear a dog barking.
Brandy.
Hello.
Hi, Misty. Misty commented.
Hey, Misty. But yeah, so I love it there. And actually Pastor Dan is scheduled to come here. So he's scheduled to come here. I think it's next Saturday. I don't want to say for sure. And I'll pull that up while you guys keep talking. But
Subject to change.
yeah.
Subject.
Yeah. So we got some exciting guests coming up. Pastor Dan is actually scheduled on April 5th. We have Elijah KN scheduled on the 31st on a Monday. We have let's see. April is the month of health and fitness. So we have the owner of Still Valley Fitness scheduled on April the 7th. His name is Tommy. He's coming to talk about fitness and what all that entails and how important it is for people in recovery. That is a huge deal for my life. I know.
Mhm.
I don't know. You just
I
joined.
just joined. Yeah.
Yeah. How many times have you went?
Once.
How did it make you feel that day?
Good.
Tired.
Yeah. I had to work all weekend. So
That workout I did down there. at Lynchburg.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
Oh,
point.
and you felt good all weekend
I
after
did.
doing that.
I did. Yeah, it was.
You
great.
guys were flipping tires and everything, though,
Yep.
right?
I've got a few guys that's interested in getting that going.
That'd be great.
I wanted to tell you that yesterday, but I forgot. So.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk
For
about that.
here locally,
Mhm.
we should do it for men and women.
100%.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be separate because I understand why
There
they did it
is
that
there
way.
is a like I said, it's called Men's Alliance, but
I know,
there is a
it's
Women's Alliance also. They
Yeah.
do the same thing. Like we can get it started both ends for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Yes. Yeah. So how did it make you feel?
It made me feel good. So I got up early on Friday before going to work and did it. So my legs were a little tired. I did just legs. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, obviously, like we know that natural dopamine is like a working out releases that.
Mhm.
And so we're going to talk about that in the month of April, like what we can do for our mental health and recovery to release those dopamines in our brain.
Isn't Roadblock big into that too? We should get him
100%.
down
He's a
here.
trainer. He's actually a trainer. He went
Oh.
back to school and got all it done.
That's
We
awesome.
should get him down here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That guy, and he's not in his cut all loose clothes. Is like, dude, that guy's like ripped. Yeah, he's
Yeah.
pretty
Like
cool.
Rambo.
And then Danielle is actually scheduled. She's a fitness lady who's in the gym every morning that I go. I see her. She is running the treadmill. She's lifting weights. She is going at it. I don't know her full story, and I'm so excited
That'd
to
be
hear
cool.
her story because I know she has a story.
Absolutely.
And she's coming on April 19th. And if there's anyone else out there, I've reached out to a couple others who I would love to get on. If there's anyone else out there who is in fitness and has a story, and you don't even have to have a story, I want to know how fitness has changed your life. Reach out to me. I would love to get you scheduled on our April schedule. So yeah, that's what's up for April.
April's big. I mean,
Yeah.
our big event we're doing the 24th or 27th. It's going to be chasing Sasquatch. It's our Hellfighters off-road that we're
Let's
doing
jump
back.
into that.
Well, I'm really excited right now. It's like a group keeps growing. I think last count I got, we're close to 20 people from the area that's going to be going back with us, staying in separate places. Not sure who's
Yes.
going to meet up with us back there, but it's just so beautiful. I mean, I was stressed today trying to figure out how to get all the machines prepared and get them ready. And I got a phone call. Hey, I've got 2 more machines that we're going to be sending back that way too. So everybody's going to have a seat because the price ended up being a little more than anticipated.
Okay.
Because a 2-seat side by side is $500, a 4-seater is $550. You can split your rental if you want to do it that way. There's still a couple places available to stay back there. So if you want to come. And if you cannot afford it, please reach out to somebody. Do not let a little bit of money keep you from going and having a good time, because you're talking about the endorphins that were released. My kids learned this at an early age. When you get on a roller coaster, the best part about being on a roller coaster is screaming.
Yes.
We scream. We have, like, when you guys get
And
back there,
laughing,
y'all are probably going to be
laughing.
at the end of the day, like walking around with a pea cup. Are you sure you're okay? 'Cause we have a lot of fun.
Yes.
And if my cousin gets to come back too, he'll probably pay me back. There's a picture of him and his wife in their side by side. I hit this black mud hole and covered him and his wife the very first trip they ever went back, and it wasn't intentional. But like all you could see was their eyes when it got done. It was just one of those moments. And Nathan Comer, you remember the moment? Never tell, if you're riding with my wife, do not tell her to hit that. I don't care what it is. Don't get her to do it because she's crazy.
When
But-
you say back there, where are we going? Tell our audience.
We are going to Gilbert, West Virginia. It's in the middle of the trail system back there for the Hatfield McCoys. And I hear somebody keep saying 550 acres. No, it's 550,000. It's like unreal the amount of acreage that we're going to be in. It's roughly, last count that we've got on our mapping system, it's close to 4,800 miles of mapped trails back there, not counting the outlaws. So
What's that?
How do you not get lost with all that?
we're really good at directions. We actually, me and my son both run a tablet that's got GPS.
Okay.
You know, it's offline GPS, and we've got all the mapping system downloaded. Not to say that we still don't sometimes get twisted around and you like show up, no offense, but you hear banjos playing in the background and you realize you're not where you're supposed to be. But we always find our
Y'all
way.
lost?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've had some interesting conversations over the years and met some of the most beautiful people, and you will understand. Nothing against anybody back there because they are the salt of the earth, genuine people, but you will truly see what it looks like to live with the least. And I'm telling you guys, when y'all come back, I look forward to hearing y'all stories when we get back, because we got a big trip planned. We're going to do a lot of history stuff back there, showing you guys around. So I encourage anybody that wants to go, try to get online and watch the Netflix Hatfield McCoy. Look that up. Try to learn a little bit more about the history of it before we go, because you'll be able to see it on there, but you'll actually get to go back and live it and see what they went through. It's just amazing. I'll take you guys down to where the pawpaw tree is, where 2 of the boys were hung, and you'll see the history on that too. And that's what's kind of started the feud. And there's a museum. So we got a lot of stuff planned in a short amount of time. So it will be sensory overload when you get back there, but there will be some downtime. The house that we're going to be staying at, you can fish there if you want to. We got a spot for a campfire. And I've heard
so
you the other
awesome.
podcast talking about working on sharing your testimony.
Yep.
We're going to do it around a campfire.
Cool.
You know, if you guys want to share that way, that's what we're going to do. Plan on bringing a speaker for some music, kind of like when we jumped in the van out here for the 10-year anniversary.
Yeah.
Sit around. If anybody wants to sing, you know, whatever we want to do. We just want to be able to bring joy to the situation. We've got a bunch of these bracelets that were donated to us from the OFFROAD ministry that we'll be handing out on a trail system, Bibles, tracts. I got a huge tent to set up. There's a lot that's going into this. It's not just a bunch of guys deciding to go back and go riding.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be a whole lot of fun. And I feel bad for those of you who don't get to go. That's on you, because the opportunity's there. All you got to do is get up and go. And you can still come back on Friday if you can't get off work for Thursday. That's cool.
Yeah.
Come back Friday. We'll give you a drop pin address. We'll make something happen. So don't let money keep you from coming.
So there you go, guys. I mean, there's no reason why you can't go.
Yeah.
Hit us up on our message. Now, when is the deadline date for this?
The deadline was like 3 weeks ago, but
we need to set it up then. We need to set it up then on
the absolute deadline, honestly, is probably like 5 minutes before we pull out the driveway, to be honest. You know, 'cause that's just the way we are.
Yeah.
You know, as far as the house, the one house is already rented. That's already, you know, it already came out of my account. It's already paid for. So we'll figure it out. It's roughly, like you were saying, $150. That's going to be a little bit towards your food also, because we're going to get together and do breakfast in the mornings. Try to do dinner in the evenings if we make it back in time. But I'm not promising to anybody, because we have literally left camp at 9 in the morning and got back at 4 a.m.
Okay.
It can be a very long day.
Okay. So, like, is the food places out and about?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. You get to drive
you
into
get to
each
go.
one of the towns. You don't get chased by the cops, although it used to be fun when we lived around here. I got chased a lot.
So you're going out on your ATV for the whole day?
The entire day.
That is so cool.
Once you get there and you park your vehicle and get onto your side-by-side or ATV, you no longer drive your car.
Yeah.
Anywhere you go.
Yeah.
You're on the road. I mean, so there's places back there. It's a place called Wrong Turn Pizza. Like, looks like the backside of this basement. It's like, I shouldn't be eating here, but it's some really good pizza.
Yeah.
You know,
that's
little
wonderful.
off the wall places that we go to. And there's a little flower shop back there. We eat breakfast in the morning sometimes. It's like $7 for breakfast, and you like come out of there going, I can't eat anymore.
Okay.
You know, it's like old school breakfast. And if you don't want to ride, there's actually an activity center there. What do you call it? Like a rec center.
Yeah.
That's there in the middle of Gilbert. There's a swimming pool, basketball court, video games, stuff like that for the kids. If you got little ones that aren't going to want to go, there's stuff to do back there. It's not like you're stuck. My daughter went back when she was 8.5 months pregnant.
Oh, okay.
So her and the wife spent the day, and they went up to, I think it was Logan, they bounced up to, and went up there and went swimming for the day at the spa.
We're going to have fun.
A great day. Yeah. So
we're going to have fun no matter
if you
what.
realize, like, day one, I don't like getting muddy, this is not for me, there's still stuff to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
But we'll pick on you from then on out.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It's
stop.
okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. We'll still have fun, guys.
Absolutely.
I might not like getting muddy myself. I might like just going to the pool. So we'll get picked on. It's okay.
It's all good. But I mean,
we'll just float in the pool.
I mean, there's people that pay money for the mud bath things.
Yeah.
So I mean,
we'll go get a mud bath.
Well, you'll get it on
Me
the trail.
and you together. Me and you, the one out there listening who might not want to get muddy.
Yeah.
Call me.
Yeah, Wendy.
All right, guys. I'm so excited about it. I really am. I'm just excited to get out and just do something different. Because I've never done this before.
Well, cell phone service is kind of limited.
And that's okay too.
So
that might be a blessing.
Okay.
It is a blessing.
Yeah, it will be.
It's my favorite part of that trip. It's like, you can't reach me because I'm not here.
You know, that's my favorite part of life, is just to be able to put that phone down.
Yeah.
I did it, let's see, Saturday. Saturday, I put my phone down for a while and just went out and had a good day. And man, it was just fun. I love doing that every now and then, just putting my phone down. It it makes you it's an awakening experience.
Yeah,
Because that thing can have a hold on you.
absolutely.
You know? Yeah.
100%.
It could take away
I
from
challenge people to do that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we actually in group Thursday we challenged some folks for the same thing.
Yeah.
Because the husband was trying to explain, how the drug actually affects his brain. Of course, she's trying to say, "Well, I love you this much, X, Y, and Z." He's like, "Okay, put your phone down for a week.
Yes.
7 days, don't touch your phone."
Yeah.
And he's like, she said, "But I can't." He said, "That's an addiction." No,
Yes.
it's not. Yes, it is.
Oh, absolutely it
So,
is.
I'm curious. We'll find out on Thursday. It's either somebody's going to come in beaten and battered, or somebody's going to have a change.
It can cause it does cause so many relationship problems.
does.
It really does.
Yeah.
I highly recommend just to put it down monthly. Oh, really, a friend of mine, she turns hers off on Friday evenings when she gets off work, and she doesn't turn hers back on until Monday mornings when she comes into work.
That would be a
And
blessing,
that's
but
a
I can't
life.
do that.
Yeah,
It
I
would be
know a
nice,
lot of
but I
people can't, but that's a good life. I mean,
Yeah.
that really is
Yeah.
like that's cut off. You're able to zone in on Jesus time, on peace time, and just that's a good life.
Well, I mean, last year when me and Becky went out to Sturgis in August, like the first 3 days, it was weird because we weren't paying attention to our phone. We were listening to music. It's like we had to learn how to communicate again.
Right.
Yeah.
We've been together for 33 years, and we're like looking at each other.
Who are you?
It's what it felt like. But that 2 weeks we were gone, it's just unreal. It changed everything.
Yeah. What about Carnival Cruise time and stuff? I bet
That
people
would be
really
cool.
don't know how to.
We've never done that. We've been actually talking about wanting to do that, and we're trying to put that together. Maybe at some point down the line, maybe as like all the ministries getting
That
together,
would be fun.
like a ministry cruise, which I know. It's one of the bigger groups. They actually do that each year. I can't think of who it is now.
That would be
Anyway,
fun.
Yeah.
That would be fun.
It
Yeah.
would be with
I
the
talk
right
about that all the
right
time.
people.
Be
With
great.
Yes.
the
We
right
talked
people.
about that like our first show. We were talking about taking like a Norwegian cruise. I talked about it.
Oh, I think
That
I
would
did
be
too,
neat.
probably.
Yeah.
I talk about Walt Disney
Oh,
and
it's
cruises all the time.
K-Love does it each year.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, that's what's up.
That'd be fun.
I knew my brain would catch up to me
It'd be
eventually.
a fun time. So what's up with the HELLFIGHTERS off-road? How many members are in that?
Right now, currently, you're kind of looking at the one guy that's trying to keep it going. There was at one time a lot of people,
Mhm.
but CJ was the founder for that. Him and his wife retired to go on to do other ministry work that they got, God called them to do, which is awesome. And he called me up and asked me, say, "Hey, would you like to kind of keep the fire going? Because I'm part of the motorcycle ministry, so technically I can't be a member of the OFFROAD. That's
Right.
just legalities of things." So I offered to still keep it going here on the East Coast. So what we're doing is we've got a lot of supporter shirts out. If you're interested in it, it's a lot more info that goes along with it too. We're trying to plant other units. So if we get back there and you guys like fall in love with this idea and we still work together throughout the summer and you guys by the end of the summer decide, "Hey, I want to probably go ahead and try to do this full term," by
Mhm.
next spring, approximately next spring, you guys would be considered to be the first official Virginia unit for the OFFROAD ministry.
That's something to think about.
But it's work. I'm telling you now, right out the gate, it's work. But you'll be so blessed by the work and the time that you put in. It's just
What would we do?
that's up to you guys.
Well, like, would we like?
What's
see
your vision for it?
Well, what I see is me being in my RV going down the road and
We were
seeing
talking about doing an RV ministry with
and
this
seeing
thing,
a
too.
female walking the road in need and swiping around and going and getting her and seeing if she wants help.
That's kidnapping.
No, seeing if she wants help.
I was going there in my head. I'm like, I see
putting
a
her-
charge
not
coming here.
putting her in, but seeing if she wants help. Kind of like
you should
kinda
have
like
you should have
seeing if she wants help. Like, because a lot of people you can tell if they need help. You
Well,
can tell when they're
if they
in
need
active
it,
addiction.
and you can see if they want it to.
You can tell if they're in
Yeah.
active addiction. Being somebody who is in recovery, you can tell if somebody's in active addiction. Like your Roanoke trip.
Yeah.
You can tell when somebody
Yeah.
is in active addiction.
100%. I know
Yeah.
where you
Okay.
went.
So
Yeah.
when we're riding down in our RV and Valleys Rise Above on the side or whatever ministry, and we see somebody, we can look at them and say, "Hey guys, do you need help?" They're going to say yes or no.
Mhm.
If yes, jump on in. Let's see what their insurance is. Let's see what they want. Let's put
Figure it
them
out.
into rehab.
Figure it
All
out.
right.
Yeah.
If they say no, here's our card. You call us when you're ready.
100%. That's kind of what we do when we're back in West Virginia now too, because of all the connections that I had, and God keeps making more connections with you guys too. Is we always made those offers, because you'll find people that when we're back
Yeah.
there, I mean, it was a lady living underneath of the ice machine the last trip we were back there because the heat coming off the pump at the bottom, and it
Right.
was cold. And she didn't want any help. She said, I'm fine where I'm at. And we respect that. But, if you see us around, and that's one of the reasons why we talk about wearing red. That's why we are identified by this red shirt.
Right.
That if somebody sees you, they're going to remember that.
Oh,
When they sober up the next day, they're going to be like, oh, y'all, them guys in red. Y'all are not the cops kind of thing, which we got accused of that down in Daytona when we got back from this, but another story. But that's the reason why for the red. Like for your idea for your RV, it needs to be something to identify into that somebody's going to see it and like, oh, that's those people.
Maybe pink.
Well, I like the rose idea. I've already got it. Like
I know Joy, if Joy had anything to do with it, which she's actually one of our foot soldiers for our unit, it would be tie-dyed. She's definitely that VW bus chick, with the flowers. She'd be all about that.
Yeah. So that's what I was thinking. I mean, it's a beautiful, it's a beautiful thing. I mean, I wish our people could see it. I'd already been thinking of this like rose idea. I don't know if you can show our people up at the camera. Oh, you can't probably. You probably have to get really close, Alex, for them to see.
Blowing it out.
No, you have to get really, really close.
I'll do it.
Alex is gonna come.
Google rose decorated RV.
Yeah, because it's a really pretty picture, guys. Closer.
Up.
There you go.
There you go.
There you got it.
There we are. And it's just a rose decorated RV
You're not
or
responsible
camper.
for copyrights.
Yeah. Well, it's just a rose decorated RV or camper. That's all it is. It's just a picture of it.
So, Terry, I want to hear more about this volunteering with the kids.
Well, what happened while we were in Daytona is we went out with the Salvation Army down there and we went to a Section 8 housing development. And we were there just before school out. There was like 3 buses of the Salvation Army stuff that was set up. So they had the snow cone machines, popcorn machines. So we did, if you look back on our page, we did face painting with the kids, spent time with them. They were on our motorcycles, interacting with us, took pictures, just actually doing something with the community. So from that trip in Daytona, an animal who came down on the show with us a few weeks back, he called me today. He's like, hey, why don't we do that here in Harrisonburg? And of course, I already knew where he was going. I'm like, okay, tell me who you talked to. It's kind of like, if you're already telling me this, I know you've already contacted. Yeah.
Yep.
So we're hoping if we get some interest from the community is sometime June, July. Don't have official dates, but we want to get with the local Salvation Army where all of the ministries come to support the Salvation Army, where it's not somebody trying to fly under the Hellfighters flag or Valleys Rise Above community. We're coming together to support the Salvation Army and be blessed. I mean, there's a picture that I posted sitting on my motorcycle. It was a 9-year-old little girl. And of course we did Polaroid pictures there with all of them. And I was trying to line them up on my fuel tank because we were told not to take pictures of the kids. And she patted me on the leg. She said, Mr. Terry, she says, I'll hold them for you. And she was trying and the wind was blowing. And a couple of minutes later, she got them. So I've got a picture of that.
Oh.
And to me, that meant a lot. And then right after, as we were leaving, it was a couple of the kids that came out and they were crying like, why are you guys leaving?
Oh.
I said, well, buddy, we got to go because I was leaving to come home.
Yeah.
And one of the little boys, he gave him a little Jesus. He said, I want to know more about Jesus. And of course, we started talking to him. I was like, buddy, I said, when I was about your age, I said, Jesus reached down and he saved me. So we explained salvation. I said, does that make sense to you? Well, yeah. I said, is that something you want today? Well, sure, I want that.
Oh.
So we were able to pray with this little boy. I mean, if nothing else good happened in that 9 days I was gone, that like Brad preached yesterday at church, that one. Doesn't matter how far we go. He reached that one. And, there's scratches on my motorcycle again. It's stuff of the world. It's gonna pass away. It's gonna turn to dust anyway.
Yeah.
Everything I've got, I use it for God. Everything I've always had with the side-by-sides, I've been blessed to have a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
That's right.
We just use it for the kingdom and to expand the kingdom. So back full circle, and I always do that every time for some reason. But the idea for July, like we're trying to get something together. If anybody has any ideas that would like to share, I know Francesca, we're doing the march with them too, with the family and stuff. But I think this is something too that if we all get together and do this, you're going to leave there so blessed because like when you see these kids that, I mean, I grew up as one of those kids. I mean, mom and dad did okay for us, but I mean, it wasn't as much as some. We were talking about that earlier, like you being the kid with a buddy that's got the new dirt bike and I'm on my bicycle. I'm making bike noises, trying to be that kid.
Mm-hmm.
It was tough growing up.
Yeah.
But to meet them where they're at and just be humble enough to get down beside them and love on them, and I don't know. It's weird for me. I've always, as big as I am, kids always seem to come to me for some reason. You've got that too. You just don't realize it. I watch a lot of our kids at Impact when you came in. They're kind of watching like, guy's smiling.
Yeah. Who is that guy?
Yeah. I mean, even with the beard,
Aw.
and that's the same thing with me. You wouldn't think that. Like
Mhm.
outside looking in, the way my beard used to be is like the kids, but you've been at church. Like if I stand in the middle of the aisle, I'm never going to sit down
No.
because I'm blessed with 2 kids that are mine, but I have so many more than 2 kids.
They all love you.
Oh, 100%. I'd
That's
do anything in the world
awesome.
for any of them. So
That's awesome.
I know they're going to be actively involved, be out there with us whenever we get this date and time figured out for the
Mhm.
Salvation Army. There's no reason why anyone in this area, whether it's Rockingham or Page, can say, well, I don't know what God wants me to do. There's so many opportunities.
Yeah. That's
Like
right.
if you're reading it every day on your feed, on your page, like, Lord, please tell me what you want to do. And you see Valleys Rise Above, you guys were doing the polar plunge. Not saying that's what everybody wants to do.
Right. I didn't want to do
We
it
didn't
either.
I was on my way.
I
But
was
you guys
scared
were
to
y'all were
death.
leaving when I was rolling in. It was like, oh, and I get it.
I was like, what in the world are we doing?
That was a cool experience.
Yeah, I
though.
mean,
It
yeah,
really
It
was
was definitely
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
Definitely
Yeah.
cool. Feet was numb and everything.
Yeah. You were cold in places you didn't know you
Oh,
had.
Gosh. What in the world?
You
I
identify
thought.
as a turtle or something, right?
Then if I was a polar bear after that, I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Block
But
of
there's
ice.
so many opportunities. That's one thing I can honestly say that years ago I'd sit around like, Lord, I don't know what you want me to do. I don't know what you want me to do. And then finally it's like a light bulb went off. Like all the
Yeah.
things I enjoy. Keep
Yeah.
doing what you do. Do what you love, but do it for me.
That's right.
And that's
That's
what we
right.
started doing, and God's blessed us. We've been this year's another year full of events.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's overwhelming. My day today was overwhelming. Love all you guys, but that group text, drives me crazy. But
It is true though. I
But-
mean, just do what you love
Yeah.
and keep going with it
100%.
and it's for God.
I mean, you got a love and passion for people. God's
That's
pulled
right.
that out of you to help
That's
others.
right. I love it.
know?
I tell the girls all the time, well, and guys too, that's around, like they think that they're here to get help, but they help me.
100%.
They're helping me,
100%. That
it's-
was actually one of our questions last week. How's your walk in faith and your addiction? How has it been helpful for you walking alongside another believer, a fellow believer?
Mm-hmm.
And we always put other people in different categories. Like one of the ladies says, well, I see you're here, you're ahead of me, I'm trying to catch up. I'm like, you're looking at it wrong. We're walking together because I'm
Yeah.
all messed up too
Mhm.
myself.
Yeah.
I don't have it all
Yeah.
figured out. But
We're in this together.
yeah,
All of us
100%.
are. Yeah,
100%.
definitely. Man, life. It's so good, isn't it?
It's good when you start doing good things with it. Like I say, it pays. It pays for itself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Once you get on the right direction and you get to, like I say, taking the things you love and sharing it with other people.
Yeah.
And just
Yep.
seeing it come back. Like I know you've seen it 100 times. And when it comes back, it makes you feel good.
I know.
Mhm.
It happened
It
to me
does.
last week. Like we didn't have any work at all. And I get a phone call from my boss. He's like, hey, I just sent you a trip number. I said, what's that for? Am I supposed to be at work? He says, no, send it in. We're paying you for the day.
Isn't that
I'm like,
awesome?
Okay. Thank you, Lord, for hearing my prayers. But
Absolutely.
it's just amazing what God keeps doing.
Yeah, he
And
does.
that's why I say too,
He
even with
does.
that being said, don't let money get in the way.
No, you
know,
can't.
all too
just
often,
go,
because
just go have fun.
That's
Yep.
it.
Yep.
That's it.
And I mean, that's it. I mean, we just got to keep on keeping on, guys. I
Yep.
mean, and yeah,
It's been a fun ride so far. Ain't no way to
Yeah.
stop. Ain't no reason to stop now.
Yeah.
Keep going,
I
baby.
mean, it's like you with your experience down at Liberty, man. I had no idea that morning when we had that brief conversation up there, I didn't have any idea. God knew. You know what I
He
mean?
worked on me in a big way.
I mean, I was sitting there, I'm like, all right, Lord, are you sure that's what you want me to do? Yeah, that's what I told you to do. I'm like, are you sure, Lord? Yep, I'm sure. Okay. And then my son was there with you too. That's mind boggling to me. All the guys that was there with you,
Yep.
you had family there with you that,
And didn't even know it.
right? It's yeah. God is not
That
mysterious.
was a powerful moment.
He's
I said,
deliberate.
yeah,
I've talked on it, but it still doesn't. It does not. I can't even explain the power I felt in that moment.
Amen.
Yeah.
That's
well, that's. I mean, that's God.
mhm.
It was definitely God.
Yeah.
There's my daughter.
Oh.
Hi, Kylie.
You should say hi. Hello. I got my daughter too, so don't feel bad.
Kylie.
Put her on speaker.
Yeah.
She's probably crying. Hello. Nope. No practice today, babe.
I'm so hungry. There's nothing here.
All right. Well, I'll be there in a minute.
Oh,
My niece told me that
Love
yesterday.
you.
She said, "There's no food." I said, "There's food. It's just
Bye.
nothing that you want to make."
Right?
Yeah.
She
Go in there
always
and look
does
again.
Yep.
Yeah, we could just go to the grocery store yesterday. She's gonna call me. There's nothing to eat.
I remember
here."
my girls always, when we would go to places, like different places to visit, and they would always just go to their refrigerator and stuff. And like, I'm like, Chelsea, Luke, please. Oh my gosh. We're hungry.
Yeah.
We're thirsty. I'm like, oh my gosh, would y'all please stop? I always do that. Our
Kids
babies,
crazy.
my goodness. Well, is there anything? Thank you guys
Mhm.
for coming out today and sharing everything with the audience. So, look, guys out there, if you all have don't have a church to attend, Impact Ministries,
Mhm.
come on up.
That's
It's
it.
on when is y'all services?
Every Sunday, 11 o'clock. We got Wednesday night Bible studies. We got First Steps to Freedom on Thursday, which you always announce for us. Thank you.
Yes.
And Monday night, we got Bloom, which is a ladies' meeting. Sunday evenings, Melissa that comes down here. She does a women's ministry at 5.
We love Melissa. Melissa comes from
Um,
their church here to minister to us through the week, and we love her.
Yeah, you look up Impact Ministries on Facebook. It gives you all of our times. There's literally every single night of the week other than Friday. There's something going on there.
That's awesome.
Every
And they
single
are
day.
located in Elkton, right?
Mhm,
So
that's right.
yeah,
Yep.
so you guys, if you do not have a home church, message us and we can direct you guys there.
Mhm.
They're a good church, very good people. So upcoming events here in the county, Celebrate Recovery Monday nights at 6:00. They have childcare provided, and that's on Main Street Baptist or at Main Street Baptist in Luray. Free Indeed, 6:30 Tuesday nights. Childcare provided there as well. Newport Road, Shenandoah. 23 West Main, AA at noon. We also have their other events listed on our Facebook page. Rec Center, shout out to Audrey. If you would like to donate to his cause, go to Cash App Living Legacy Luray. We also have a Cash App here at Valleys Rise Above. You could go to Cash App Valleys Rise Above. First Step to Freedom, that's at 330 Shen Elk Plaza, 7:00 on Thursday nights. Another Thursday night meeting is New Life Recovery at Grace Covenant in Harrisonburg at 6:30. HELLFIGHTERS, that's what we've been talking about. That's on April 24th through the 27th. It's a 4-day event.
3.
3? Oh, 3. Yeah, 3-day event. Da-da-da.
We can leave early if you guys want to. Don't
I mean,
let that stop us. We
I
can make
do
it happen.
like, I mean, I'm like, leaving
All right.
early. And
Well,
just,
we might leave early then. That's cool.
But that is going to be the Hatfield and McCoy. Look here,
Off-road trip.
yeah, it's the off-road trip. But
got
look
so
here,
many notes.
I've even got the Netflix.
We got to name it though. Like, let's do something
Off-road.
silly, like chasing Sasquatch or something.
Yeah.
I've even got my little note as Netflix. Watch the Netflix.
Oh yeah, you wanted to watch it. Yep.
But
got
I
you.
am. I'm going to watch it because I want to know everything that's going on when I go.
You don't remember studying it in school at all?
No, I do
Really?
not. But I do. I did go
I
to
watched the
Tennessee.
movie.
I went to Tennessee,
Yeah.
and that's all I remember.
You went. That's
and they fit each other.
that's different. They fed. No, that's not where we're going.
Yeah, and I never paid attention in school.
Well, that's why you watch it as a documentary.
Yeah,
If
so right.
something will
So I'm
intrigue
gonna
you,
watch and
I
I'm gonna
think
pay. See, things are different now
I
in
get
my
it.
life. I actually
get it.
listen. I actually care.
Yeah.
So I want to learn to where back then, all the way up until I was like 30, I never cared.
Are you scared of snakes?
No, but I am of spiders.
Good. Spiders.
Mhm.
Don't ride with my son because you'll both be scared of spiders together, and somebody's gonna wreck. Yeah, I was picking with his wife about it. We were working on their new house, and like, yeah, he doesn't like spiders. Of course, it's like, Dad, shut up. Anyway, love you, son.
Oh my gosh, is it gonna be big spiders?
Just medium
Nah.
Maybe we
spiders.
should
There
just
are-
go do
there-
the mud day, in the pool and spa, and then y'all can just video me, and I can watch it over when I get back here.
We can Photoshop you in.
Yeah.
somewhere along, right? Yeah.
AI is amazing. these days. We got
100%.
that.
I mean, we'll just use that little pig from the commercial on TV, the little wee pig. Oh,
Thank you guys for coming out today, and remember, this show is all about sobriety. So
100%.
if you guys ever are thinking about getting on the sobriety train, hit us up. We got resources to help you, and we're here for you. So
Hit us up.
peace out.
I gotta go feed these kids.
Thanks
Bye,
a lot.
guys.
See y'all.
Bye, everybody. I didn't mean to hit that one.
But it worked.
Thank y'all for coming. Oh my gosh.